Hey YouTube, how y'all doing? Hope all is well. I'm here to bring you your June 1st through the 15th spiritual guidance. First of all, I gotta see how I can get this sun from shining on me like this. Because I need for y'all to be able to see me. Now, this is something new. I usually don't do my monthly readings live, but I'm kind of pressed for time this month. Kids getting out of school, y'all know how that go. So I don't have time to pre-record and then upload. I'm gonna have to do them live. Good morning. Good morning. I was just telling you all how I'm gonna have to do my readings live now. Kids out of school, so I don't have time to pre-record and upload. So I'll just be doing them live, and I'll be bunching them together. So each element will be bunched together you'll have two videos. So I'll do the 1st through the 15th, and I'll do the 16th through the end of the month. And also I have a new deck. I talk about animal spirit guides so much. I was like, let me get an animal spirit guide deck. So I'll be using that this month. It's actually the Stephen D. Farmer one. I just ran out to my a metaphysical shop close by my house and got one so that I could use it today for my reading, because I usually do crystals and affirmations, but I'm going to do spirit guide animals as well. So with that being said, I want to thank everyone for their love donations, and thank you to everyone who schedules those personal readings with me. We have the Gemini new moon, you guys, coming up on the 4th. Is that the 4th? No, that's, wait a minute. Wait 1 second here. Yeah, the 3rd. Hold on. Today is the 3rd. Where I been, y'all? Listen, I have been just out this weekend at the beach, relaxing, and my mind is like kind of still on vacay. Still on vacay. So yes, we got the Gemini new moon, you guys. And the Gemini new moon with Mercury getting ready to go into Cancer tomorrow on the 4th, dealing with a lot of emotional things. But the Gemini new moon should open all of us up to just being able to communicate more with others, also listening to what other people are saying as well, and being more open to other people's point of views, because Gemini rules the 3rd house, communication, and stuff like that. And so it should be a lot of conversations happening. But with that being said, let me go ahead and we're going to take a deep breath in. And then after that, we're going to get into your spirit guide animal and see what messages comes forth for you all, dear air signs. Air signs are Libras, Geminis, and Aquariuses. For those who don't know, take a beautiful deep breath in. Don't fight the transformation, air signs. Just let it happen. Just let the transformation happen, because it's going to happen anyway. So as I was stating, and then, I'm going to read from the book because this is a new deck. I'm not really familiar with it. So we're going to see what spirit animal is either with you all now, or what spirit animal. I have to get this sun. I've got to find a different way for this. That's not working. Either way, it's not working. So bear with me, y'all, with this sun. Maybe I'm going to just lean this way. But with that being said, you guys, we're going to find out what spirit guide animal is either with you now, or what attributes of this animal you need to take on to help you navigate the first couple of weeks of June as an air sign. All right, so let's get started. Divine swords, heavenly angels. What spirit guide animal or animals should the Geminis, Libras, and Aquarius work with the first 2 weeks of June? What is going to help them stay on their highest spiritual path for June 1st through the 15th as the element of air, Libras, Geminis, and Aquarius. Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. Let's see. Ooh. So, air signs. We actually have 4 different power animals. The first one is the moose, and this talks about authority. You know what is best for you. So at all times, do what is best for you. This month, the 1st through the 15th, we have the moose. You know what is best for you. So let's get into that. Let's see why the moose came out for you, dear air signs. And as I stated before, this is a new deck. I'm not familiar with it. I just got it. So let's see what this is all about, though. It does speak about authority. In spite of the pressures from others, your own conditioned fears, embedded shame, and advice from the best of friends, ultimately it's up to you to make the choices you make. Realizing this fully not only gives you greater freedom and autonomy, but also places the responsibility squarely on your shoulders for those choices. Your karma has brought you to this place in your life, and it's time to trust your inner guidance above and beyond any other counsel you've gotten. So for the first 2 weeks of June, dear air signs, Geminis, Libras, and Aquarius, Spirit really wants you to be in your own authority. And instead of taking advice from others or even asking for their advice, Spirit really wants you to listen to your higher self and listen to your instincts and your guts to know what is the best approach for you to take for a certain situation. Okay? The best decision for you to make is only for you to depend on yourself. All right? Because you know, what does it say? You know what's best for you. So when you tap into the qualities of the moose, this is you tapping into your own authority and taking the lead on what you feel is best for you to do. All right? But also it does go on to say that it can still be useful to listen to others and seek help when you need it. However, no matter what suggestions or ideas you get, see if and how they resonate with you. Don't blindly trust anyone's input. Instead, use your intuition and intelligence to see what fits and what doesn't fit. There's no need to be obedient to anyone anymore. You're it. So, like I said earlier, the first 2 weeks of June, for anyone this moose card resonates with, because it's 4 different power animals that came out. I haven't gotten to the other 3 yet. For those of you who are joining, hello, thank you for joining. But the moose card definitely speaks on you stepping into your own authority, on your own power. So if you resonate with the moose, the message from Spirit is that you know what to do in this situation. All right. There's no need to be obedient to anyone anymore. You're it. The only exception, and it's a major one, is to heed the voice of the Creator as it manifests in any number of ways, inside and outside of you. That is the ultimate voice of authority and will never steer you wrong. And so, additional associations for the moose is that of a warrior. Okay, also speaks on your self-esteem. balance, and fearlessness. So this is all about you stepping into your own authority. All right, dear air signs. For those of you who this resonates with, you want to tap into the qualities of the moose. All right. Next up, we have Black Panther. And this is talking about you following your passions. Following your passion. So let's get into that as well. Black Panther. Okay, and this could be you, dear air signs, tapping into the qualities of the moose in order to follow your passions and listening to your own intuition and your own voice of how you feel about what you want to do as far as those things that you're passionate about and not going off of what other people think, right? So let's get into that. Black Panther, follow your passion. The winding road of your life, with all its twists and turns, expected and unexpected, has brought you to this point. You're faring quite well, yet there's an urgent need that you're feeling in your bones and your soul. The need to express more and more fluently your true self, your inner core. It's so much safer and in some ways easier to deny yourself the fruits of following your true passion. See, yeah, this definitely air signs. This has everything to do with you taking your own advice because you know what to do in this situation. And you taking the lead and following your own passions for that first 2 weeks of June. Definitely. It's so much safer and in some way easier to deny yourself the fruits of following your true passion. Questions of safety and survival abound by stepping into this total expression of who you truly are. Let them remain as questions. Cast them aside and embrace what turns you on. Once you've discovered what your true passion is, and you probably already know what it is, by honoring it and living it, all else will be taken care of. Does that surprise you? Challenge you? Trust that your inner yearning is real and express it. If not all at once, then gradually, but express it. Don't worry about how it looks to others or whether or not anyone at all will approve. It don't really matter because you're stepping into what you want to do, right? It don't matter if no one approves of what you want to do. You do what you feel is best for you. You go with those inner nudges and you do the doggone thing, dear air signs. All right? For real. When it comes to the end of your days, you will be able to say with all sincerity and without reservation that you lived your life passionately and in truth. So I know that's right, air signs. So the additional associations with the Black Panther is sensuality, strength, clarity, and solitude. So some of you may be feeling like you need some time for yourself, which is fine. And I didn't say this in the beginning, but you all already know these messages can be applied to your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and even your Mars. So if you have any of these air signs, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, anywhere, watch this video and see where it resonates with you at. All right. So far, we've got Moose, we've got Panther, Black Panther, which talks about following your passion. But we also have the koala bear. Okay. Speak less and listen more, which goes into what I was saying about the Gemini new moon today. Gemini new moon is today, and it definitely crept up on me, y'all, because I don't know why I said yesterday in the beginning, but yeah, I keep looking at my calendar, and today's definitely the 3rd. So with this new moon, definitely everyone as a collective, not just air signs, but everyone as a collective should feel more open to listening to other people's points of view, right? Sharing and exchanging ideas, right? But also not getting caught up in the emotions, because you could be very well feeling Mercury's transition into Cancer with Mercury ruling the mind and communication. You don't want to get caught up in your emotions behind stuff. Like it's like head over heart decisions, head over emotions, because Gemini deals with logic. And so with that being said, you may need to take some time out to yourself, right? With the koala here, you may need to take some time out to yourself in order to figure out with the Black Panther, this passion, right, that you have, or figure out what it is. But let's get into the deer, because the deer represents the pathfinder. Trust your instincts. See, this is the second card telling you, dear air signs, to trust your instincts. Trust your instincts. I'm trying to read backwards. Let me just read it. Trust your instincts to guide you through this situation. So for the first 2 weeks of June, dear air signs, you want to rely on your intuition, and which definitely goes back to the moose. You knowing what's best for you, right? Representing your own authority. The moose gave you the advice of not following, asking for advice, okay? And perhaps even listening to it and being receptive of the advice given to you, but definitely stepping into your own authority and going within and figuring out what is best for you, all right? Because it's so easy for other people to tell you what they think you should be doing. But Spirit really wants you to focus on what's best for you, all right? So those are the four power animals. The moose, the Black Panther, the koala, and the deer. As a matter of fact, the koala bear, however you say it, y'all. I'm messing up. But I didn't go into deer. So let's see what deer is all about, because the key word for the deer is pathfinder. So some of you could be with these different planetary aspects. You could even be trying to figure out, do you still want to do what you're doing? Are you passionate about doing what you're doing right now? Do you feel like you want to switch directions? So let's see what the deer is all about. Let's expound more on this deer aspect. Pathfinder, trust your instincts to guide you through this situation. It's a big forest out there, and I'm sure you feel a little lost sometimes. Let me tell you, however, that the path is well marked, even if you can't always make it out at any given moment. Come to your senses literally and stop thinking so much about it, or at least stop trying to figure out what to do or which way to go by analysis and cogitation. Use your eyes, ears, and nose to gather information. Then drop your awareness into your gut, which is the seat of your instinctual self. Your senses are meant to register information in a way that can be felt in the body, which is your instincts. Remember, this is like the third time Spirit brought up you using your instincts this month. So definitely. And that's all about, is that your solar plexus? Or is that your sacral? It's one of those chakras. So that's all about making sure that's nice and balanced so that you can pay attention to your gut feelings. All right. Because it's like 3 different cards up here speaking about you paying attention to your gut feelings. That's what's going to help lead and guide you. You listening to your higher self, your instincts. Okay. So what it goes on to say, drop your awareness into your gut, which is the seat of your instinctual self. Your senses are meant to register information in a way that can be felt in the body, which is your most reliable compass. The mind is useful, don't get me wrong, but it's much overrated. Goes back to that head over heart thing with Mercury going into Cancer. A lot of emotional things, but that's good. That can help you as an air sign, right? I can help you this month, obviously. with all these different power animals coming up, speaking about instinct, right? So your senses are meant to register information in a way that can be felt in the body, which is your most reliable compass. The mind is useful, don't get me wrong, but it's much overrated. And all those random or obsessive thoughts can get in the way of pure awareness. You know what? I told you guys I went to the beach. I've been going to the beach 2 weekends in a row, just emptying my mind, meditating, and it really helps because it's air signs, you guys. I always say this, as air signs, that mind can go, constantly thinking all the time. So, you kind of want to get that off. Some of you could even be dealing with anxiety in some way with something. You could be feeling some anxiety behind stepping into your authority, stepping into standing up for yourself, you know, because it can be situations where you kind of living, you know how sometimes parents try to live through the child type of thing. They want the child to do everything they didn't do type of thing. Well, the child has their own path and their own, trials and tribulations they have to go through to learn what they need to do, learn for their soul purpose, right? And so you could be feeling some anxiety about that because with the deer here, it speaks about, feeling anxiety from overthinking, you know? But it says pure awareness means without preconceived notions, anxiety, or anticipation. Close your eyes, breathe deeply and easily. Clear your mind, and you'll know what to do to find your way through. Gentleness, cunning, grace, and purity is all the attributes of the deer. So that's pretty beautiful. So one more time, because I'm about to put these cards up now. We got the moose and the Black Panther, the koala bear, and the deer. So, Spirit thought that those four animals will be crucial. The attributes of those animals will be crucial for you, dear air signs, for the 1st to the 15th of June. All right. A lot of listening to your instincts and a lot of clearing your mind. So, try to go by water if you can. All right. Let's go into my Angel Answers deck and see what messages come forth for you guys for the 1st through the 15th. For the dear air signs, what do they need to know? Okay. That's always good to know. All right. And what else? 1st through the 15th, air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So, air signs, always good to know that whatever situation you find yourself in these first 2 weeks, know that spirit wants you to know that the situation will improve. And when I get into my tarot, we're going to look more into that and see what situation exactly is spirit speaking about. Also, ask for help. Remember, the moose spoke about you asking for help from others, but at the end of the day, making your own decision and going with what's best for you. All right. So definitely ask for that help because that's the second sign that came out. But just know whatever it is, the situation is definitely going to improve for you. We got it's up to you. All right. Remember, authority again from the moose card. So these first 2 weeks, dear air signs, it's a lot of you stepping into your authority and making sure you keen in to your instincts. All right. And then we got no. And this is the no with the exclamation mark. So this is definitely a definite no. All right. For some of you. All right. The answer is no. And when I see this, you may hear a no from someone. All right. You may hear a no from a job because there's a better option out there for you. But just know whatever it is, and like I said, we will find out in a second. But just know, Spirit wants you to know the situation will definitely improve. Yeah, and I feel like with it being Gemini season, I really feel like this has to do with relationships, those close relationships. It doesn't even have to be those close, intimate relationships, just relationships with others, period, you know, and how you relate to them and things like that, with things you have in common, which you don't have in common. But yeah, let me go into my other deck, Angel Answers, and see what other messages come forth for you for this month. And then we're going to get into, I'm going to go into my tarot, and then we're going to get into the love portion. So let's see, Spirit, what information, what's going to help the air signs stay on their high spiritual path for June 1st through the 15th on this lovely Gemini new moon. Geminis. So the signs that are affected the most by this new moon are, of course, Geminis, Virgo, I want to say, Sagittarius, and there was one more. Was it Pisces or Cancer? Don't give me the line. But definitely look up how these energies are affecting you, these transits. First card from my Angel Answers deck is mediumship. Okay. So this is some of you. Spirit really want you to know that you have. Okay. Some of you have this gift of being able to speak to loved ones, and this gift is needed. All right. This gift is definitely needed. And if you do have this gift, don't be afraid. Know that everything is energy. And as long as you're putting out good energy, as long as you're being safe with this, you don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to worry about anything, but just know that your skills are needed for these first 2 weeks. And you may very well get visitations from your loved ones. Anyone passed away recently, they may be sending you, maybe sending you some clues. You may smell their cologne or their perfume, or hear music you all listen to together and things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and read as well. This card is a sign that you're connecting to one or more loved ones in heaven. The angels ask you to trust your feelings, thoughts, and visions about these spiritual connections because they're real. This is very healing for yourself and for others, since it conveys peaceful and loving messages from heaven. Perhaps you'll feel or hear a message that says, I love you, I'm fine, I'm proud of you, or even I apologize. For yourself or someone who will benefit from hearing these compassionate words. You may be called upon to conduct mediumship for others, either in private practice or in public. Trust this calling. So for some of you, this is your calling, to speak to the other side for others. Trust this calling, as it's a noble mission that helps thousands of people on both sides of the spirit veil. It definitely does. I'm blessed to be able to do that for others. It makes me feel so amazing to, sometimes it ain't even no words. Ain't even no words to describe it, because it's a beautiful, beautiful thing and a beautiful experience. So definitely for any of you who have lost anyone, all right, and who may have this gift of mediumship, you may very well be the one to give a message to someone who has lost someone. So keep your eyes and your ears open, just like the deer spirit animal told you to keep your eyes and your ears open these first 2 weeks, because some of you need to step into this gift, step into your power. What else is going to keep the dear air signs, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius on their highest spiritual path For June 1st through the 15th. This one definitely wanted to hop right on out. Also, protect yourself. That goes into, what was that? The moose? No, that wasn't the moose. That was the koala bear. The koala bear spoke about you protecting yourself, all right, from harsh energy. So shield yourself this month for the first 2 weeks from any lower energies. Protect yourself from harsh or fear-based energies by envisioning a cocoon of healing light surrounding you. So definitely watch out for the haters and the naysayers. You know they out there. So protect yourself from any of those energies for the 1st through the 15th, because this could very well be a very empathetic and emotional first couple of weeks for you with the changes, with the planet of communication going into this water sign of Cancer, with those changes actually tomorrow. So definitely protect yourself. Let's go into my angel tarot and see what exactly was spirit meaning when spirit said the situation will improve, because it's something that needed to be looked at. So spirit, what are you talking about with this situation? What are the air signs dealing with? Is it just their own thoughts, overthinking? June 1st through the 15th. And remember, spirit told you to and I just keep hearing creativity as well. Creativity. But let's see what the tarot is telling us. Got this one that came out first. Yeah. Told you. Look, air signs. I told you it is something about creativity. And we got the Ace of Water here. Ace of Water. So this is, it looks like for some of you, this Mercury going into the sign of Cancer and this new moon energy is bringing in an emotional new beginning for you. Opening yourself up to so many different things, so many different opportunities by you being empathetic and by you listening, right, to other people, just being a listening ear. That's beautiful. Falling in love, relationships going to a whole nother level. Maybe somebody that you need to reconcile with coming back into your life. Also speaks about spiritual growth. So that's beautiful. That is beautiful. So it looks like for some of you, the situation that will improve is some type of relationship that's going to improve for you with the Ace of Water here for the first 2 weeks of June. So that's a beautiful thing to be looking forward to. And it also could have something to do with this dream. Some of you are going to have a dream where one of their loved ones are going to come to you, and you're going to be responsible for relaying the message to them with the mediumship card here. So pay attention to your dreams. All right? Especially if someone in your family just passed away. We got the Eight of Water. Okay. Yep. I knew that emotional energy was going to be coming in. I knew it. You see how his back is turned? This is you ready to move on from a certain situation. Some of you are ready to move on from fussing and arguing with somebody. You know? And this is why Spirit told you to shield yourself. And then we have the moose, but I put that up from my spirit deck because I don't have enough space to with my computer here and the cards here. But wow, see, I knew it. I knew it, y'all. I knew it. Spirit is definitely right. Any situation you find yourself in the first couple of weeks, especially dealing with relationships, all right? Communicating, watch your words and what you're saying to people. You don't want to rub nobody the wrong way. Don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, right? With Mercury being in Cancer, it doesn't really like being there. The sign is kind of debilitated there. Mercury feels a little debilitated there. It likes being in signs that are sociable, such as Gemini or Libra, and things like that. It likes being in those signs because those signs represent sociability and communication. But when it's in Cancer, it feels a little off, because it doesn't really deal with emotions like that. It more so deals with logic in your mind and what you're thinking about. And so, therefore, it looks like to me, dear air signs, that you're going to have a new beginning in a relationship. Also could be a relationship with yourself, just your own self-love and how you treat yourself. But we also have the 8 of water here. So this is you moving on from something, desiring a new beginning in your life, right? But we have the wheel here. So this definitely is representing fortune being on your side. And either way, things working out for you. Things working out for you, dear air signs. So that's a beautiful thing. Let me keep looking though. I don't want to miss nothing. Don't be on no two can play that game. Because I just heard somebody, yeah, two can play that game. No, don't do that this month. You got a new beginning coming your way. So don't shield yourself from any lower vibrational tendencies, Don't go back into your lower self. You're gonna stay on your highest spiritual path. And by you shielding yourself from these energies, tapping into that moose energy, that Black Panther energy with your creativity and things like that, then you'll be able to bring on this new beginning that God has for you. Remember, the wheel is already on your side. Things moving in your favor. All right? Fortune is already on your side, and you don't want to mess up this new beginning for yourself. But let's go and see. Because I just heard two can play that game. So let me see what Spirit has to say as far as love goes, because y'all don't want to be petty, all right? No pettiness. Or maybe someone said that to you, two can play this game, and you wondering why the person want to be so petty. What information do you have for the dear air signs for June 1st through the 15th? Oh, look at these. Somebody, listen, y'all. It's about to be, for those of you who have been going through some type of discord with anyone, whether this is a romantic relationship or not, there's going to be some reconciliation. Because this has come out twice. And this is someone from your past. So this is just confirming the Ace of Water, y'all. And see, I like to look at, I'm speaking on all relationships, not just those romantic ones. Even though I'm using my love deck. Oh, yes, new love, you guys. Air signs. There is a refresher here, honey. The refresh button on your relationships. Look at this. We got the Ace of Water, right? This is emotional fulfillment, all right? Anytime you see an ace, honey, this is beautiful. But then we got reconciliation. So this is somebody from your past coming back. It could be, for some of you, this could be a baby mama or baby daddy that you didn't get along with. Y'all couldn't see eye to eye when it came to your kids. And now y'all seeing eye to eye. Stuff working out for you. The situation improved on your behalf. But this is definitely somebody coming back. It could even be a friend, a childhood friend. You haven't seen them in a long time and you're out and you just happen to run into them. Like, dang, I haven't seen you in so long. How you doing? Y'all end up catching up. Your relationship with them now goes to another level with the Ace of Water here. This is definitely reconciliation in relationships, not just romantic, but it's some of y'all, somebody coming back, honey. Somebody definitely coming back in your life with this new love. Look at this. Some of you, someone is returning to you, and others of you, new love is on the way. So you need to open your arms now. Open your arms and get ready to receive, because it's a lot in here about love. And then look, we got the wheel, fortune being on your side. So for those of you who are watching, go ahead and hit that thumbs up, honey, because these messages coming forth for you, dear air signs, are beautiful messages. And if you didn't catch the beginning, I used my spirit animal deck, and it definitely spoke about you stepping in your authority this month. The moose card came out, and it speaks about you stepping into your authority, listening to your intuition came out a lot. So be sure to listen to your intuition. This is for the 1st through the 15th, the first couple of weeks of June. You don't want to miss out on nothing. If it's someone you need to forgive, honey, don't hold on to them grudges. Forgive, because there is a new beginning here. New beginning. This is emotional fulfillment with the water here. Emotions on fleek, like emotions just feeling good about it. You know what I'm saying? Not feeling down, but feeling good about it. We also got the honeymoon here. So look, I'm telling y'all, Psalm 1 for those of you, and these are general messages. So for those of you who may have had a breakup with somebody coming back, and for some of you, new love is on the horizon. New love is coming in. And I just told y'all the wheel came out. That means fortune on your side, honey. That means stuff turning around for you. So that's some beautiful, beautiful energy to see here. All right. Beautiful. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. A good afternoon, a good evening, wherever you're at. But yes, air signs, this is beautiful, honey. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let me see. I'm gonna pull one more from my I didn't use my flower deck, and I usually use that. So I'm gonna pull one more from my flower deck, and then I'm gonna go into the water signs, because the water signs are next. So I'm gonna end this video, take a little break, come back, and do the water signs. I'm gonna pull from my flower deck, and this will be the last card I pull for y'all. But the overall energy for y'all is to definitely step into your authority, step into your power, listen to your intuition. All right, because it's 3 different messages that came out about y'all needing to listen to your intuition. All right, and even if you get that advice from someone else, still go with what you feel is best for you. All right, at all times, always do that. I don't care who the person is. Okay, this is your life to live. And it ain't for you to be living your life through anyone else, okay? For real. So I'm going to get my flower deck out, and I'm going to see what other message comes out for y'all. But this is a beautiful month of reconciliation, no matter if it's a love relationship, if it's a sister and brother relationship, auntie, uncle, co-worker, no matter what it is, there is reconciliation here. Let's see. Divine Source, Heavenly Angels, what other message do you have for the dear air signs, Libras, Geminis, and Aquarius for June 1st through the 15th? This is a sweet message, y'all, because this is about relationships improving. You know, those relationships that were not, oh, they didn't come out. Those relationships that were not, who you were not on good terms with. There's energy here for you all to be back on good terms. So that's beautiful to see. But we got impatience for from my flower deck. So let's go into that and see what comes up for y'all, because it's beautiful. Divine timing. Divine timing, you guys. Divine timing. That's beautiful. That's what impatience means. Divine timing. Alignment with divine timing, being present in the moment, right? Because it's so easy to get lost in other things, but being present in the moment. And this also represents grounding. So some of y'all, this is a good technique. This technique is scientifically proven, for those of y'all who need to know the science behind stuff. When you take your behind outside barefoot, like how them country people do. I grew up in the country. I grew up all around, but when you grow up in the country, it's easy for you to go outside with no shoes on. But what we didn't know was the benefits of that. It helps improve your blood flow. It keeps you grounded. For those of you dealing with any type of blood clots, now I'm not a metaphysical, not metaphysical, but I'm not a medical professional or a doctor or anything. So definitely look into the advice that I give you. But it definitely helps your heart. It helps your blood to flow when you go outside barefoot and you step into the sand, the grass, wherever, with no shoes on. It helps you to stay grounded. And a lot of times we be needing to be grounded. But check the spill on this though, dear air signs. Be assured that the realm of spirit is orchestrating everything perfectly, down to the smallest detail. Do your best to release the desire to control things or make them other than what they are. The more you release this tendency, the more everything will seem to just miraculously unfold. More and more often, you will find yourself in the perfect place at the perfect time doing the perfect thing, y'all. I'm telling y'all, this is why spirit, and I'm going to keep saying this, these first 2 weeks, follow your gut instinct at all times. Okay? I don't care what nobody else came along and put in your ear. You follow your gut instinct. Let me find this moose card. I want to find this moose card so bad. As a matter of fact, because I just want y'all to know that's the first card that came out. The first message for you was to follow your intuition. It's going to be so important for you to do. Because it's a lot of stuff that's going to be happening, and it's going to be happening in divine timing for you, and you don't want to miss out, right? Okay? You don't want to miss out because you ain't listened to that inner voice when that inner voice told you to do A, B, C, and D. You're going to feel bummed out then, like, dang, man, I should have listened. Y'all know how I feel. When you get this feeling that you should do it, but you don't do it, and then you end up missing. That moose card was all about you doing that. And listening to your own. The moose card spoke about you know what is best for you. So that's what you do. All right, but let's get back into the impatience. All right, because this is speaking about perfect timing. So the more you release this tendency, the more everything will seem to just miraculously unfold. More and more often, you will find yourself in the perfect place at the perfect time, doing the perfect thing. Similarly, you will receive good news and all forms of help in exactly the times and ways that are most beneficial. Look at this. Card that came out, ask help from others. Because guess what? When you go and you do ask for the advice, this person may say something that might spark something you already was thinking about. And that's just confirmation. God used them to confirm something you already was thinking about. So when you do ask for that advice, definitely be open. And that's what this new moon in Gemini is about. Being open to other people's points of views. So definitely do that. All right. But these are the things that you need to pay attention to, whichever one resonates with you, there, air signs, Libras, Geminis, and Aquarius. Love what is and release attachment to a forced idea of what should be. Know that everything is perfectly unfolding. Everything is occurring in perfect and divine timing. So relax and release the need to control. Inwardly or outwardly, you can recite the serenity prayer. If you feel like you need to recite a good old prayer, help you through, do that. But you need to trust that the details of what you got going on are going to be worked out. Okay, they're being divinely orchestrated. Know that at all times. So there's no need to worry or rush or hurry in any kind of way. Know that there is no competition for your life path because no one can do what you can do. Hey, nobody is you. Even with twins, they have those slight differences. So nobody can do. My husband got a song that say nobody can do you better than you can. They can't. Cause you. And you got the juice. You got the style that you got for you to bring forth the things that you need in your life, right? Also, we got to take your time and do it right. Disengage from the hustle and bustle. Don't panic about deadlines or other seeming time constraints. Enjoy your life. Release attachment to the past. Release anxiety about the future. Be here now. So this is like the second card that came. So Spirit really wants y'all for the first 2 weeks. Live in the moment. Listen to your intuition. Ask for help. Somebody from your past is coming back for some of you. Others of you, you got new love coming in. This is definitely a beautiful new beginning. In emotions, feeling, even those of you who are already in committed relationships, a refreshment to your relationship. You know, with this honeymoon card here, this is y'all feeling that refreshment. And remember, outside of love, in love, finances, career, the wheel is on your side. Stuff looking up for you. We do have a no here, all right, and this is a definite no. So I don't know what y'all been questioning because I don't know y'all life. But if it's a yes or no question that you have been questioning, the answer is definitely no. With the exclamation mark, that's a definite no. So just because it's a no right now, it may be something God is blocking you from. Okay, it may be something that you don't need to go through. It could be potential harm as to why it's no. If it's a job situation, it could be God got something way better. Maybe you thought this dream job was going to be the best job for you, but then you don't get the job. You could be upset, but then another job comes around for you. That's way better for you. Pay way more. You're off on the weekends. Okay. Works with, for those of you who got kids, it works with your babysitting schedule and stuff like that. So again, pay attention to your intuition. Right? You are the one in authority for these first couple of weeks, 1st through the 15th. So, and definitely pay attention to your dreams. For those of you who are tuned in to your psychic abilities, pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to what you're hearing, because you may very well have to give a message to someone who has just lost someone. All right. You know how when people pass away, they may come to you in your dreams, all right, and tell you to tell such and such this, because they know you close to that person, and they can get this message to that person through you. So definitely with this mediumship card, for those of you who are in tune, pay attention to your dreams and things. And if you're one that gets visions, pay attention to your visions, because you may very well have to relay a message to someone, all right? But that's it for you guys. Definitely hit the replay button on this and catch it from the beginning, because there's some juicy information in the beginning. But that's it for y'all, and I'll be back for the last 2 weeks. And for June and July, I have to bunch y'all together. Kids out of school, I'm pressed for time. I don't have time to pre-record, so I'm gonna be doing all of my readings live. All right, peace, love, and light to y'all. Congratulations on the new love. Congratulations on the relationships being restored, whether they're romantic relationships or not, whether it's strictly brother, sister, auntie, uncle, mama, daughter, whatever it is. There's definitely relationships being restored here. So peace, love, and light to y'all. And water signs, I'll catch y'all. And you're welcome, honey. Thank you for joining. And I'll be back in probably about 10-15 minutes to do the water signs. And I'll do I may have to catch the earth and the fire signs on Wednesday because I got a lot going on tomorrow. But congratulations, guys. This is a good read, you know. I don't see anything but goodness. And remember to shield yourself from lower energies, all right? Don't go around the people you know not really good for you, okay? But there's definitely new beginnings here. And there's definitely divine timing at work in your life. So just let things flow. Because stuff definitely going to line up for you, dear air signs. All right? Catch y'all later. Peace, love, and light.